I'm really excited about today's video because we're going to be going over a strategy on how to shoot great long form video and then repurposing that content and using it in multi-channel marketing to build your brand authority and to win more sales. Now, if you're a team leader, broker, or business builder of any kind, this strategy can also be used for agent attraction or recruiting people to your sales team and building your brand authority on a corporate level, which is extremely important. And I think a lot of people don't see this as a strategy for recruiting, for attracting awesome people to your organization. So whether you're using it to sell your product or services or you're using it to attract awesome people to your organization, you need to have a strong long-form video strategy that then you can take and multiply your content from it. So with that, let's dive in. True to form, if you haven't smashed the subscribe button yet and you're not following me, do so you can check out more awesome videos like this. And I appreciate you share the love with the world to help me grow my YouTube channel. And let's get into today's topic. Okay, so for this topic, there's actually 8 different steps that I'm going to walk through with you that you can literally follow step by step to produce awesome long form video and then repurpose that video over the course of multiple channels and build your brand authority. So let's get into step number 1. So step number 1 is actually coming up with a topic. And I used to struggle with this. I used to overthink this process and have to brainstorm a topic like crazy, second guess my topics. But I found a way to eliminate all of that. And how you do that is you stop thinking about what you want to talk about and you look at what your target audience wants you to talk about. And it's a simple thing, but if your videos don't get a lot of views or you're not getting a lot of interaction, it's most likely because it's not connecting with your target audience or you're not shooting the video in the right format, which we're going to do a whole training on that in another day. But step number 1 is pick your topic. Well, you might be asking yourself, well, how do I figure out what my target audience wants to hear about? Well, there's a couple strategies that you can do. So what I do is I go to my Ren Assistant. It's my personal AI assistant that's on the Ren 360 Smart Dashboard that we use to grow our business. And I actually interact with Ren and I ask it what the trending topics are. And because the AI bot is programmed to serve my needs and my business needs, but it's also connected to ChatGPT-4, it brings in information from the web and it gives me ideas of what trending topics are. So what I simply do is I type in, please give me trending topics along the lines of blank, serving the designed to speak to blank industry or whatever your target market is. And then it'll come up with a whole bunch of different topics. The other thing that you can do is you can use a website called Answer the Public. This is actually picking up on what Google, what's happening on Google search, and you can see like how many people are searching and what they're searching by typing in a keyword to Answer the Public. It's a phenomenal tool. And what's cool is they kind of give you a test run with it and let you do some searches for free before you have to pay. The other strategy that is kind of a growth hack, which is become one of my favorite, I learned from Alex Ramosi, where he'll actually go on Twitter and he sees what's trending on Twitter and specifically in the specific topics that are associated with his target market. And then he'll develop a marketing strategy or long form video around Twitter. I never thought to use freaking Twitter for topics, but it's a great idea. So with that, whether it's Quora or whatever site that you're using to get different information, what you do is then find the topics that you want to shoot. And then let's move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is actually shooting the long form video. Now there's a couple of different ways to do this. I'm going to give you what we do. Okay, we actually have a dual camera. And I have my awesome head of marketing behind me that actually set up these cameras for me. And it's literally shooting 2 cameras at one time. And then what we do is we take that camera afterwards and we do video editing. And what we do is kind of smash the images together. So that way it looks like I'm always talking to you, getting different angles to engage. And then also if I need to pause while I'm actually shooting the video, it's really cool because I can pause and then she can just edit the video and switch the camera so it looks like it's all one video. Which, interesting enough, I just came off of a pause. As far as camera equipment, you can't go wrong with anything that's Canon related when it comes to cameras. I also love DJI products, meaning if you want to do something more simple and you want to use your phone, because the phone cameras are absolutely awesome nowadays, and you can use your phone camera and you can do a DJI mic and hook a DJI mic up to it, and they're some of the best wireless microphones you'll ever experience. It comes with a really awesome kit. So check out DJI products. They also have other great products, like if you're looking to use like one of those DJI selfie sticks, they have them remote so they can follow you, and the camera will follow you along with as you're swinging the selfie stick, allowing you to do some pretty cool stuff with video on your own. So anything DJI related, I highly recommend. As far as backgrounds go, the background is largely just pick your favorite background. What you like is your background. You can see I like a colorful background. What I do is I actually switch out. You'll see in my future videos, I have a different quote in my background every month, and I switch it out. That's what I do. Some people just like using a green screen, and they just have a green screen in the back, and that's their preference. But the key is something that's attractive and something that kind of matches with your core brand or what brand you're trying to build. So our core colors, some of our core colors are blue and black, so that's why it's in my background. All right, so now that you've shot your video, I want to share a couple other techniques or strategies that you can use to either shoot your video or use that are really, really powerful when it comes to video editing or just different video strategies. So step number 3 is I'd recommend using Riverside. Riverside is a very powerful tool if you're doing a podcast or if you're having an interview style video, or maybe you're not good at video and you need somebody to kind of coach you through it. You can use Riverside as a really, really powerful tool because it's kind of acting like a dual camera, meaning it's shooting you separate from the person that's on the camera separate, so you can choose to take them out of the video completely or kind of toggle back and forth. Riverside is an extremely powerful tool, and they do a whole bunch of really other awesome things that help you actually multiply your content across different channels. What we like to do is take the video from Riverside and then use other tools to edit it when we do this style video. As an example, our team likes to use Adobe Premiere, and they'll kind of smash that and work with Canva along with Adobe Premiere to make this whole process work. There's a lot of great tools out there. I know there's a million video editing tools. They're absolutely awesome. Just find one that you like, preferably that's leading with AI. What I love about Adobe products is they will not be beat by the market. They are coming out with AI-driven products so crazy fast, it's not even funny. So if you want a reliable one that you just know is going to always be on top of things, use an Adobe product. Okay, so let's move on to step number 4, and this is where it starts to get really fun. Step number 4 is what you do is you take the video that you've edited, the long-form video that you've edited, and you upload it into a tool called Opus Clip. The reason why we like Opus Clip is because it's one of the most user-friendly, powerful tools driven by AI to actually help you do your video chopping. So previously, our marketing team had to go in and chop the video up, and they would spend, I think, Clara, like 2 hours, even more than that, sometimes 3-4 hours to do that. And now it takes them maybe a half an hour to go back in after Opus Clip has already done the recommendations to kind of make sure that it's chopped up correctly and it fits in alignment with what we want the message to be. The other powerful thing about Opus Clip is they give you a video rank. They rank the likeliness of the video to go viral, give you hashtags and some other really cool things along the way. So I highly recommend using Opus Clip as part of your process of creating content from the long form video. All right, step number 5. What's great is now you have 10 videos. So if you decide to do a video once a week, that's what my pattern is, you have 10 posts, 2 freaking posts a day. And we're just talking about video. So you can take the short form video and post them once a day to your socials on top of the video that's going to go live on your YouTube channel that you shot for long form video. Hopefully we're starting to see how powerful this is. We're literally in one video shoot, now you've created technically 11 pieces of content so far, and we're just getting warmed up. So now what you do is you disperse it. So what we do is we go to our smart dashboard within Ren 360, and what we do is we disperse the video content using a tool called Social Sphere. Well, the reason why we love Social Sphere is because it allows you to pre-schedule content, and some of these posting apps are not video friendly for scheduling. I've tried a ton of them, but Ren Social Sphere is ahead of the game because they've made it video friendly, where you can go in there and not only upload a video with ease, but schedule the post when you want it to go out. So literally, you can take your 2 videos a week, or your 2 videos a day, post them. And one of the things that I did that was kind of fun is I asked Ren Assistant while I was in there the best time to schedule the posts. And the Ren AI Assistant told me the best time to schedule the post based on the channel that I was working with, making that scheduling tool really, really important and really, really powerful. So that's a way to get your content out there. All right, step number 6 is you want to optimize your YouTube video. This used to be a pain in the butt. It's not anymore. All you got to do is sign up to YouTube Buddy. YouTube Buddy will tell you exactly what you need to do when you upload your video to it to optimize it. It does a whole bunch of cool things like hashtags, headline suggestions, really, really powerful things to make sure you are creating a high quality YouTube video. Well, Isaiah, why does my long form video have to be for YouTube? It doesn't have to be. You can also post it on Facebook TV, which you want to do. But the reality is that YouTube is still in the top 3 largest search engines on the freaking planet. So why would you not want to use YouTube? So the next thing is dispersing this long form video now that it's uploaded to YouTube. A lot of people don't do a good enough job of actually marketing their YouTube video. So it sits on YouTube and they just depend on the YouTube algorithm to drive traffic to it. Now, don't get me wrong, that's where a lot of your traffic is going to come from, is working with YouTube's algorithm, which we're going to talk about in another video. But the key is to disperse the video to as many channels as you possibly can. So for an example, we put our video in our newsletter, we send it out to our private Facebook group, we do posts around it, we do all sorts of initiatives, sending the video out to our database as the primary initiative to make sure we're driving traffic to it. And it's a great way to stay top of mind, adding value, and not only reaching out to your database when you want something. So if you want to take your marketing to the next level, I'm going to share a pro tip with you, and that is to make sure that you don't reach out to people when you just want something. The rule of thumb is that for every one thing that you do to promote or to ask for something, you should be giving 3 things in return for value, or do 3 posts or 3 emails, and to try to follow that ratio as much as possible. What I love and where I learned this from is actually Gary Vee. He calls it jab, jab, right hook. And if you read that book, it's a very powerful book because it talks about the balance of adding value, jab, jab, right, versus asking for something, which is the right hook. And when you jab, jab, most likely the right hook is going to land, versus when you don't add any value, right? Going back to the analogy, the right hook's probably not going to land because you didn't jab 2 or 3 times before you threw the right hook. And it's a really powerful analogy, and because people use that in boxing for a reason, because they're setting them up for the next move. And that's really what you want to do. Great marketers, they set, they're thinking 3 or 4 steps ahead. They're not just thinking about the key objective, they're thinking of all the things that need to be accomplished so the key objective can actually happen. And that is the difference between a great marketer and one that's average and just wants to go after the goal, and that's why their marketing fails miserably. All right, I hope you took that pro tip seriously. Now we're on to step number 8, okay? So step number 8 is extremely powerful because now this is where you get into multiplying your content. There's a lot of different tools out there that can help you do this. I'm going to cover those in a different video, but I'm going to share with you all of the things that you should be thinking about when it comes to multiplying your content. One of the things that you want to do is use that video and turn it into a blog. You want to use that video and you can turn it into an ebook, a mini ebook. You can use that video and you can turn it into long form social posts. You can turn it into quote cards. You can turn it into a training, okay? And just compiling these videos that you're shooting and actually turn them into a training, and then once you get enough videos, actually resell these in the form of a masterclass. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can do and repurpose this content. So your action step is to think all of the ways that you can repurpose the content and find vendors that will help you do this. Something I'm extremely excited about that's coming soon that the world doesn't really know about, it's a tool called Ren Create. And Ren Create is part of the Ren 360 Smart Dashboard. And what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to upload your video to it, and it will automatically, through AI, create all the other forms of content within minutes. So for an example, you upload the video to it, it'll create a blog for you, it'll create a long-form Facebook post for you, it'll create a flyer for you, it'll create an ebook for you. It's going to create all of the content that you need that would normally take you 2 or 3 hours to recreate and repurpose. And what it's going to do is it's going to recreate it for you very, very quickly, and then you're going to be able to press another button, and it's going to automatically send it out to all the channels of marketing for you. My marketing team can't wait. It's going to save them tons of time. So those are the 8 steps, and if you follow these 8 steps and you kind of use this video as your guide, you can't go wrong. The key is to get the content out and be consistent. And I want to share another pro tip with you. The most powerful form of persuasion is one word: consistency. So if your marketing is not working, it's not just because of you're not following these 8 steps, even though it might be part of it, but your marketing is probably not working because you're just not being consistent enough. And what I mean by that is come back to me and say that this strategy didn't work after you did it 100 times. Don't come back to me and tell me this strategy didn't work, or you didn't get the views that you wanted to, or your marketing is not working just because you did it 4 times. Okay? What do you expect to happen in 4 times? The first time you do it, your video is probably going to suck, right? The second time you're going to do it, your video editing team is probably going to be a little bit better than the first one, because now you're getting on the same page and starting to follow video editing best practices, right? And then you're going to actually remember to get the video out there the right way, right? So you're not even going to make any significant progress until you're, and you get in the hang of it till your probably 10th video. And so that's my recommendations when you're following this is really don't worry about anything until you do 10 videos. And then from there, start looking and following the patterns. And another pro tip is just watch what videos are working and what videos are getting the most interaction, and do more videos like that. My last pro tip I want to leave you with, if you're having trouble coming up with content, okay, just stand on the shoulders of giants. Find somebody who's in your niche that's crushing it with long-form video, that's getting a ton of views, that's trending on YouTube, and recreate your own version of the video. Now, I didn't say copy them, but take the structure of it and model it and recreate your own video. We do this all the time in marketing. We look at people that are successful, and what we do is we take we identify the framework of what made them successful, whether it be a landing page, or whether it's be a video structure, whether it be the form of content, and then we recreate that, keeping the structure but making it our own, right? So that's why it's authentic to us, and that's what's made us so powerful with all of our marketing, sales, and business growth strategies. And so that's the pro tip I'd like to leave you with here today. And I'm confident if you take these strategies and apply them step by step, apply them step by step, you're going to crush it with video. Isaiah Colton here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you have not subscribed to my videos or my channel, go ahead and subscribe now. Share the love, comment. Let me know anything you want to learn about for future videos, and I'll see you in my next video shoot.